Morning students, this is class 12th maths lecture 17th of chapter 7th integrals exercise 7.9 question number 4th is integral of sine 2x from 0 to pi by 4. Now you know the integral of sine 2x is minus cos 2x upon 2, right, and the limits are from 0 to pi by 4. Now we have the antiderivative of this function. So put the limits to get the answer. So minus 1 by 2 as it is. Firstly we will put the upper limit. In place of x put pi by 4. So you will get cos 2 into pi by 4 minus now lower limit in this function. So minus cos 2 into 0. In place of this x we will put 0 upon 2. So this will become minus 1 by 2 into cos pi by 2 plus, because minus minus is plus, cos 0 upon 2. Now you know cos pi by 2 is 0. So this term will become 0 plus cos 0 is 1. So this will become 1 by 2 and the answer will be 1 by 2. Now question number 7th is integral of 10x from 0 to pi by 4. So integral of 10x is log mod of secant x. Limits are from 0 to pi by 4. Now put the limits log mod of secant pi by 4 minus log mod of secant 0. Now secant pi by 4 is root 2 minus log secant 0 is 1, right? Now you know log m minus log n can be written as log m upon n. So log of root 2 by 1 is root 2. Also log 1 is 0. So we are left with this term only, log root 2, which can be written as 2 raised to the power 1 by 2. Now take this 1 by 2 outside. So you will get it as equal to 1 by 2 into log 2, right? Now question number 8 is integral of cosecant x and the limits are from pi by 6 to pi by 4. So integral of cosecant x is log mod of cosecant x minus cot x, pi by 6 to pi by 4. Now first of all put pi by 4 in place of x. So log mod of cosecant pi by 4 is root 2 minus cot pi by 4 is 1. Then minus put pi by 6 in place of x. So you will get log cosecant pi by 6 is 2 minus cot pi by 6 is root 3, right? Now write down this as, because this is log m minus log n. So it will be log m upon this n. So you will get log root 2 minus 1 upon 2 minus root 3, right? Question number 9th is integral of 1 upon root 1 minus x square into dx and the limits are from 0 to 1. So first of all integral of 1 upon root 1 minus x square is sine inverse x. Limits are from 0 to 1. Now put limits into this function. So you will get sine inverse 1 minus sine inverse 0, right? Now sine inverse 1, the value of sine is 1 at pi by 2, therefore sine inverse 1 will be pi by 2 minus sine inverse 0 will be 0, because the value of sine is 0 at 0, right? Sine 0 is 0, therefore sine inverse 0 is also 0. So this will be equal to pi by 2. Now question number 11th is 1 upon x square minus 1. So integral of 1 upon x square minus 1 will be 1 upon 2a. Here a is 1, because 1 can be written as 1 square, right? So basically you have to apply the formula of 1 upon x square minus a square, which is 1 upon 2a into log mod of x minus a upon x plus a. And the limits are from 2 to 3. Now put the limit 3 first in this function. So you will get 1 by 2 log, in place of x 3, 3 minus 1 is 2 and 3 plus 1 is 4 minus, now put 2 in place of x. So 1 by 2 log 2 minus 1 is 1 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So you will get log 1 by 3. Now taking 1 by 2 common, you will get log 1 by 2 minus log 1 by 3, and this can be written as log m upon n, which will become log 3 by 2. Right? So this is question number 11th. Now see some of the examples. Now the next question is integral of 4 to 9 root x upon 30 minus x raised to the power 3 by 2 whole square into dx. Now see, in this type of question we will use the method of substitution, because here it is x raised to the power 3 by 2, right? And when you will derivate this, you will get root x which exists in the numerator. Therefore taking 30 minus x up raised to the power 3 by 2 as equal to t. Now when you will derivate it, the derivative of 30 is 0 and the derivative of this will be minus 3 by 2 x raised to the power 1 by 2 into dx equal to dt. Now first of all we will solve this indefinite integral, that is integral of the given function, which is equal to, in place of this you will get t square, and in place of root x into dx you will get minus 2 by 3 into dt, right? Now this will be equal to minus 2 by 3 into integral of t raised to the power minus 2 is t raised to the power minus 1 upon minus 1. So this minus minus will get cancelled. You will get 2 by 3 into t raised to the power minus 1, which is 1 by t, and now writing this value of t. So 1 by 30 minus x raised to the power 3 by 2, right? So the integral of this function is this. Therefore integral of this definite function will be equal to the function and the limits from 4 to 9. Now in place of x first put 9. So you will get, okay, 2 by 3 is constant, therefore taking 2 by 3 outside, now you will get 1 upon 30 minus x raised to the power 3 by 2. Now here we are writing in place of x 9. So 9 raised to the power 3 by 2 is 27 minus 1 upon, now in place of x put 4. So you will get 30 minus 8. So the answer will be 19 by 99. Now the next question is integral of sine cube 2x into cos 2x into dx from 0 to pi by 4. So obviously we will apply the method of substitution only, because here it is sine cube 2x and cos 2x also exist in the integral. Therefore let sine 2x as equal to t. Now the derivative of this will be cos 2x into derivative of 2x equal to dt upon dx. So the derivative of this will be 2 into cos 2x into dx equal to dt. Now see, when we will apply this substitution here, what will this become? The sine cube 2x will now become t cube, and cos 2x into dx will become dt upon 2, right? But see, you also have to change the limits. If you are applying the method of substitution, right, then you also have to change the limits. Here x is equal to 0 and pi by 4. So calculate t at these values. So t is equal to sine 2x. At x equal to pi by 4, t will be equal to sine 2 into pi by 4, that is sine pi by 2, which is 1. And here t will be equal to sine 2 into 0. In place of x writing the limit 0, then you will get sine 0, which is equal to 0, right? So whenever you will apply the method of substitution, that is if you are replacing this integral with this integral, then also change the limits. So when x is 0, t is 0, so write down 0, and when x is pi by 4, t is 1, so write down 1, right? Now you know the integral of t cube, that is t raised to the power 4 upon 4, 1 by 2 as it is, from 0 to 1. Now see, what is the benefit of changing the limits? In the previous cases, what we were doing, in place of t, we again write the value of t, that is sin 2x, and then we put the limits. Instead of that, now we have finded the limits in t only, right? Therefore, we are not required to write in place of t sin 2x. Instead of this, we can now directly put the limits. So you will get 1 by 2 into, when you will put 1 in place of t, so 1 by 4, minus when you will put 0, you will get 0 by 4, which is 0. So the answer will be 1 by 8. Clear? Your homework is you have to do question 14th to 22 of exercise 7.9. Okay, thank you.